They don't think you could do it, but tell you to try when they talk. All I hope had to keep it alive. Spend a day in the Bronx, but you wouldn't survive. Can be low when I pop out, they know I've arrived. I go have conversations with Zoe, he gon' tell me pull up and come say what you know. I've been up, I can count all them days in a row. We don't say what we do, we be making the show. They say I'll be
the voice of the Bronx. We have Bronx Slam with the guys are out here. Can I get a yeah?
Leave them all right where they at. Try to diss me, I bet I don't even react. Put a show on, I bet you somebody gon' I pick me a book up and drink me some water, invest in the stock. All kids don't be bad.
All right, peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. Today's a special day, a beautiful day. We got Billy B here, a rapper, musician, Countdown, out now on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
All my baddies to the floor. What's the word? How you doing?
What's
Great
up?
to meet
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you so much for your time and your presence. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
How's everything going?
It's good. It's this summer ain't really summering how I would want it to, but the weather been all over the place. So I just been like, ugh. Nah, but it's good. It's cool.
I feel it. So before we get started, I definitely want to quote some of the sources. Definitely follow on social media, the C, Billy B, at Jazzy Bell TV, at Women in Hip Hop. You know, definitely shout out to those platforms doing great work. I got this from your caption on Twitter on the radar. You said, you got to be a brave-ass man to date a woman from New York. We're going to get you going a little bit. You know?
You have to be brave to date a woman from New York.
Right.
Women from New York are like an endangered species. Like, we aggressive. We fight.
Right.
We drink Hennessy straight. Like, you know, it's things like that. Like, so you got to be prepared. You just can't come and think like, oh, yeah, I'm just getting me in New York. Because they be like, oh, yeah, I like the accent. Right. Oh, I like how y'all dress. I like it. And we be like, all right, yeah, come on. Yeah. Come on down. Let's give you a try.
Right. You're not ready for what's coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, it's vicious. New York girls are vicious.
Right.
But I feel like we the best kind of females. Because we know how to hold things down. We so tough that we know how to hold most situations down, you know, where other people might fold.
Right. No, respect that. So you were born in Cypress Hill, East New York. How was life growing up there?
It was fun. I didn't know that, you know, I grew up there, so I just thought that that's how everybody grew up. Like, it was fun to me. It was lit. All my friends was there. We used to come outside, play, go to everybody's house. Right. I didn't notice that, like, we was, like, fucked up until I got, you know, older. But even when, like, my mom had moved me to North Carolina for a little bit because I was getting kicked out of my schools and stuff. Right. And I was living in a mansion, and I'm like, this shit is whack. I want to go back to the P's. Like, all my friends is there. It's just, like, it was just so boring. I mean, you know, she tried to do what was right, but I ended up running back to New York, and I ran away and went back to New York and just stayed out there because I'm like, I can't do this like country living. But now I like my peace, my quiet. I guess just because I'm older now, so I don't like all the hustle and bustle that the city got. But it was dope. I still go over there. I still got family there, so I love the aspect of having both perspectives. You know. Yeah.
You gotta live a little. I think that's the beautiful thing of you being able to see both sides. Some people only get to know one side, and that's it.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people don't make it out the projects.
Right.
That's like they eat there, they wash their clothes there, they work there, they go home there, they boyfriend's next building. It's like their whole life will just revolve around those 4 blocks, and you see it when you're dealing with them.
In 24 floors, you could have 8-9 relatives, like in one building. Like, you know, 1st floor, 3rd floor, 7th floor.
And be making more as time is going.
That's a fact. I mean, hey,
just reproducing.
That little monthly check get a little bigger. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you know, it's crazy. But so what was going on with you as a student that you wasn't really feeling school, or what's going on?
I'm like, growing up, I was lawless. Like, I was a rebel. I didn't like people telling me what to do. Even if I knew that that's what I'm supposed to be doing, it's like, all right, let me do it because I know I'm supposed to be doing it. I'm going to do it. I don't need you to tell me to do it. Right. So, like, all the teachers and it was just like, child, I'm gonna do my work. I'm gonna give that in because I want to pass. I want to go to next level, next grade. But I'm not coming here every day. I'm not doing that. If I don't got an outfit, not coming to school. Right. If it's raining, not coming to school. Not getting my sneakers messed up. Like it would be certain stuff like that. I was just real like I don't know who I thought I was, but certain things I'm like I'm not not going.
You was Big Billy B out the gate.
Yeah, from the start. Like I'm like, listen, I need to stay exclusive. Not coming to school every day. It's just not gonna happen. They're gonna know too much about me, you know. Right. But I was going to private school all the way up to 10th grade. Right. And then I got expelled for fighting. And then once I started the fighting, it just didn't stop. Like I just was fighting. I went to 4 high schools and I had to end up graduating from alternative school. Right. Cause I just couldn't be in the schools. I don't know. I was just popping off.
Yeah, it's good that you get to reflect on it. Like the fact that, you know.
But I'm happy because I got to see a lot of different. All right, so coming from private school, going into public school was a culture shock.
Yes.
Some of the stuff that I was seeing, like I'm from the P, so we see, you see stuff. But in the school environment, I was always in private school, so everything was structured. And then the school I went to, my aunt was one of my teachers. My godfather was the principal. So I was very like, my mom did that on purpose. Right. And then as soon as I got to high school and I went to Bishop Lachlan, I got kicked out of Bishop Lachlan. And I went to Transit Tech in East New York. I said, oh, shit. I'm like, why was I following the rules all this time? I could have just been doing what I wanted to this whole time. Because the kids over there was just crazy. Like, cursing the teachers out, fighting the teachers, all type of shit in the school. Like, the school was jail.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa. And then it kind of just made me like, yo, what the fuck? I was listening to these people. But it was good because I just got to see different things. I got a taste of, like, the civilized private school thing, and then I got a taste of the real world with the public schools. And it kind of turned me out a little bit for real, the public school.
I can see that. I mean, I got out of public school in 3rd grade.
Oh, yeah?
So I was only there till 3rd grade. Pop started doing tiles, better life for himself, and he put us all in Catholic school.
Yeah, Catholic school was cool. It was still bad. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause people be thinking like, oh, put my kid in Catholic school, charter school, and them kids be doing worse. Right. They just do it in an organized, clean, decent way, you know. But they doing the same things. They just not as loud, and you know,
those is gang members with a tie on, for sure.
White collar,
white collar, right? All that, you know. Yep. But it says, as a child, Billy sought music as comfort from the mayhem surrounding her. Mm-hmm. Right. So, what did music do for you?
Music was just a way for me to express myself. Like, he's into music now too, my son. He sing all goddamn day. But music, like, I never used to. So my mom was very strict, right? So she used to be like, you better sit the fuck down. Don't speak until you're spoken to. Don't da-da-da-da. Right. So I never really used to know how to, like, navigate through certain situations, like, vocally. I'd just be like, I don't know what to say. I don't want to say nothing to get me in trouble. I don't want to da-da-da. So when I started, like, getting older, and I'm like, all right, I got to express myself, it would start messing me up socially when I'm trying to talk to people, but I can't really express myself. Right. So music, like, I'll be talking to boys on the phone and they'll ask me a question and I'll just, like, say a lyric or some song, like, and be like, what?
You know what I'm saying?
So that, when I started doing that, then I started noticing, like, I'm like, music is a way for me to express myself. Maybe I got to just put it into my own words. Right. And then I started remixing songs and then getting into music. But I used to write short stories. Right. So I kind of segued from writing short stories to writing lyrics.
Right. That's super cool. And what were you listening to?
Back then, my mom was a heavy... My mom is my biggest influence for music. Right. She was a heavy R&B, like Angie Stone, India.Arie, Mary J. Blige, Lord Jesus. My mom used to sing Mary J. Blige to the fucking neighbors upstairs. Used to be banging on the shit like, all right, stop it. Right. But then she had her Lil' Kim, Jay-Z side. I would just listen to all of that. Whenever she put her because she used to sit on the couch and just, like, bop and listen to her headphones and stuff. Right. And I'll go behind her when she go to sleep and stuff and put it on and listen. Right. So that's what I used to listen to. Anything my mom used to listen to, I was listening to it. I wanted to be just like her.
Right. So I want to take a walk down memory lane, right? Because many people, not everybody, but some people feel like Billy B just popped out on Don't Play With It and, like, out of nowhere. right? But they never heard Shaka Don. Right?
Oh my God, you even
Come on,
knowing
like,
Shaka Don is
like,
crazy.
I had your baby daddy on his knees. he get that dough and spend it all on me. We gotta go back to the beginning.
Yo, if you listen to my old music, I was so crazy. But I was like, I was in the streets at that time. So I was really talking.
Yeah.
Like when I listened to the lyrics, I'm like, yo, I was crazy. It was raw. They wasn't ready for that at that time. I was way ahead of my time. Way, way, way ahead of my time.
Right. Sounding like it.
But people be, you know what's so funny? I said this before too. Like I be looking different in certain like videos and stuff, so people can't always notice if it's me. Right. And then I be having my breaks like during my whole music journey. I took so much breaks. Like I'd be like, oh, I moved to LA and I just stopped for a while. Then I start again, and then I'll do something and it'll go viral. And I'm like, here, like I was all over with the music because I wasn't really like, okay, so music, you know, like something could come from it, you know?
Yes.
But as you're doing it, coming up, you like, it's more so something just fun. Like, it's fun until the business side gets into it, you know? Right. So I'm just doing it like, this is what I do. I'm still getting money in the streets. I'm using my street life to talk about in my music.
Right.
I wasn't really thinking about it. And then, you know, things just started getting more serious and more serious. After I had my son, I came back to New York and I just was like, I gotta go in. I was more focused. Right. So I'm like, I gotta go in with the features. I gotta go in with this. I gotta do some videos. I gotta be everywhere. Right. And something just clicked. And then Don't Play With It clicked. And it was just,
right.
It just worked.
So that was 9 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go 7 years ago, right? Got a lot to prove trying to fuck with Billy. I'm the hottest bitch in my motherfucking city. Broke niggas. 7 years ago.
Broke niggas was, that was a vibe. That was a vibe. I was talking crazy.
Oh yeah. That's the good part about it.
I was talking crazy.
I'm going through it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening. I'm like, she didn't come out of nowhere. No way she stepped on that song like that. And she just came out of nowhere. No way. It's history. A lot of history.
Yeah, it's a lot. People don't know, but it's a lot. And then like, the internet kind of wasn't the same like how it is now. So you had to like go on certain blogs to see certain artists and go, you know, it was like the blog thing was big or the city scene was lit. You had to come to the city and go to shows to see certain people that was actually performing and stuff. Like it's not really like that now. Yeah. Everything is like just on the internet. So it was really like if you know, you know. So when people be meeting me, they be like, wait, you know, such and such, you know, such and such, you know. I'm like, yeah, like I've been outside, been around doing stuff. That's why I guess I could just, you know, I'm chilling now. And I'm just like kind of reaping the benefits of all the work I put in over the years and stuff.
Right. So I saw the BADA ACADEMY video.
Oh my God, I love that video.
Shebo was fabulous. Oh, there goes Shebo. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
That's why I used to love being in LA because like production was just easier. Yeah. Like I had all those like most of them was my friends, the girls that was in the video, but I had some actors. It was but that was one of my favorite videos that I ever shot. I went so hard for that, that video.
You could tell. You said, what's up, bitch? I see you running up, bitch. You know I'm with the shits. Ain't never been the type to bluff, bitch. Just that ante up, give him up, stick him up, shit. This that nigga what shit. This that masked up, can't touch shit. Talk to us. You gotta talk to us, man. I was like, yeah, this is great. I told you. I did my homework on this one. I told him, oh yeah, that's the best part about it for me. Like, just learning. You know, I love to learn. So I'm like, I want to show people different sides of every guest. So I'm like, when he told me, I'm like, yeah, we're going to get on this
one. That's pop. I appreciate it because sometimes people do interviews and they don't be knowing. They don't even be knowing who you are. They be like, say it ain't Billy, right? All right. So, Brooklyn? All right. You were like...
They be trying to sprinkle it in there, you know, and it's not organic at all. Yes. You know, but your Flamerz Flow remix, fire.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Right? Bitch, my body different. Follow codes.
I was talking crazy in that.
I ain't never fall. I ain't never hit the pole. Sell my soul. I never told. Bitches be on harass shit, dropping dimes, taking stands. How the fuck you sleep knowing you put your niggas in a can? Ooh. Flamerz for real. If you gonna get on Flamerz, you gotta talk.
Yeah, like had to do that justice. I had to do that justice. And I was just talking, everything in there was facts. Like, everything in there was facts. And I ain't talk like that on a track in a minute. Like, because I tried to, like, you know, be, you know, I'm very versatile with music, so I be trying to go all, but like back in the days, I used to be straight gangster. People used to ask me what I do. I was like, I'm a gangster rapper. They should be like, what? Like, I'm a gangster rapper. Like, I was on my 50 Cent type shit.
Right.
But Flamerz flow kind of took me back to like when I was really on that.
Yeah, that's the kind of beat though that you gotta come like that. You can't.
And then Meek, his whole vibe, he already set the tone for it. So it's like you gotta come like how he coming. Like if not, just leave it alone.
Yeah. So that was 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. We got break eight months ago. Mm-hmm. You know, that would make you or break you. I stay sub that niggas relate to.
Yeah.
Right, still there. Still
I love Break. Break was so fun. My producer, Synesthetic, he sent it to me, I'm like, it just sparked something. I wrote that song in like 15 minutes. That's how fire the beat was to me. I'm like, I gotta go record this. Then I recorded it with my engineer, Bells. Bells is like, I could come to him with something and then he just make that shit. Like, engineers are so important.
Right.
Like, engineers are producers and engineers. Everybody that's, you know, it's a collaborative project when you make music, but the producers and the engineers gonna make or break that situation. So I definitely want to give a lot of shout outs to them. But I brought it to Bells and he was like, oh, nah, this is crazy. And we started cutting it up, chopping it up. We like, oh yeah, everybody gonna be dancing to this. Then I shot the video, my boy, with my cousin, Panoramic. And it just went from there. Like, as soon as I put it on what we put on Twitter, right. Oh my God, the nigga sent me some bread or I'm getting you shot. Right. Everybody was like, wait, so this is how we ask for money now? I like it. I like it.
That's the new blueprint. Yeah.
That's that New York. You gotta just be aggressive. Sometimes you gotta just stand on, you know, you gotta oppose your will.
Right, yes.
You can't be shy. You gotta close mouths don't get fed. So send me that bread or it's going down.
Right. So congratulations on being on the Billboard Hot 100.
Thank you. Appreciate
big shout out to Lola Brooke.
Yes.
You know what I mean? What don't play with it, you know? Bitches acting like bimbos. Stop bitching my Timbos.
Hoes know I ain't playing games, no Xbox, Nintendo. Nah. Real bitch, no floor shit. I stand on it. That's 10 toes.
Yes, sir. How did it feel? How was that process?
You know, I'm still living in it. Right. Like, don't play with it. It's still moving. It's still going. It's still... From when it came out to, you know, when it came out, we put it out. It was doing good. We, you know, wasn't expecting it. You keep moving on. You do more stuff. But then for it, just one day, it's like, I knew it was happening, right. But it never happened to me before. So I kind of didn't know what was happening. Like, right, you know, like I'm like, okay, such and such posted. Oh, this person posted. Cool. Right. And then like, the wave just came where it's like, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta move it, you gotta go here, get booked for this, get booked for that. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is happening. Like, It felt good though, but it's like, it's still going. There's still things coming from that. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And I can't wait for my next one.
Right. It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
Right, so I listened to your On the Radar freestyle. Right. Niggas thought they had me. Now I got him in a chokehold.
Had him going loco. Once I gave him a chocho. Yo, that freestyle, people, every time they hear it, it's just like an automatic. Like, low key, that freestyle kind of messed me up. Because it was so good that I'm like, what the hell I'm gonna rap about? Right. What the fuck I'm gonna talk about? Like, that shit was good. I feel like I accomplished something as a rapper with that freestyle. Like, it was just everything that I ever wanted to give.
Right.
It gave, and it did what it was supposed to do. It just, that thing went. I be watching all the reviews, like people watching it be so funny, but it definitely gave everything. And it's funny because I wrote that in the shower.
Right.
But when I always say this, like, because all the girls, we was like in a chat before, because when Gabe put it together, we was all in the chat. So it was like a friendly competition. You know, everybody's like, oh, yeah, I'm about to come. I feel like that makes for the best music. Like when people are beefing, when people... Whatever it is, when that passion is behind it, it just go crazy. It go crazy. Like,
I mean, one thing I could notice, I feel like you continue to exceed your own expectations. Like, you continue to grow, you continue to push, find different pockets. I feel like that's beautiful. I
feel like that you have to do that. I hate being stagnant. Like, I need to keep progressing. I need to keep feeling like I'm elevating. So As long as I feel like I'm elevated, even if it's a little bit, that's okay. Like,
right. I mean, as they say, 1% better every day.
Slow money is better than no money. So, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
So, we're gonna go through Twitter a little bit.
Okay.
Right. So this one was a retweet. I pretend I'm okay, but deep down, I want a brick on consignment.
Yeah, growing up, people used to ask me like what I want to be. I used to be like, I want to be on American Gangster.
Right.
Like that was my thing. Like I just wanted to be on American Gangster. I really thought I was gonna be like a real big drug lord. I feel like if I was born probably like in the 80s or
right.
I would have definitely been. I would have been a queen pin.
Right.
I would have been a queen pin.
Right.
So I fantasize a lot about what would have happened if I would have took that.
Right. You would have been like on BMF or something, or
I would have been I would have been the story they was talking about type.
Yeah.
Cause my moms and my uncle, he's like a legend in the streets.
Right.
If I was around their times, I would have been ripping and running I would have had blocks. I know some women, some older women that they had blocks. Like they had blocks. They was moving heroin, everything. Like they was making money. Like SHAKA Don.
Right.
SHAKA Don is a real.
Okay.
That's where I got that from. Like she's a street legend. Like SHAKA Don was that girl. She was getting money.
Right.
She was just in the streets doing her thing. She used to run with Kim.
Right.
So those was like type of people I looked up to because that's kind of like my uncles, my moms. That's kind of like how they was. So I would have definitely been Queen Band.
What is it? What was it, or what is it that excites you about that life? Like,
it's just like coming from nothing and then acquiring all of these things that people probably thought. It's like, and then like in a mass amount, and then in a way like a unconventional way.
Right.
Like it's like no, I didn't go to school and did this. I hit the block.
Right.
I don't know. That shit is just exciting to me because it's like a lottery. You never really know how much you're gonna get out of it. It all depends on how hard you go.
Right.
And I love that. Right. I love the aspect of I could put in this amount of work and it could do 10 or it could do 100. Right. I'm gonna try for the 100. Like so that's just I don't know. I like that part.
Right.
So I'm happy that I chose.
Yeah. Yeah, musical talents, We can just talk about it now,
Yeah, I'm happy that I didn't go that route because it's not fun. It all seems fun, when you in it.
Right. But
then when your family, everybody's suffering from it, that's when it's not fun no more, Right. So I'm happy that I matured and
Right. I'm glad you gave us that balance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because people think it's like, oh yeah, the money, the cars, It's all cool. But when it's gone and you ain't got nobody to be there for you, or now that whole lifestyle that you was providing for your family or your kids is just ripped from under their feet, and now they got to do something. That shit is not fun. Right. Like that's not fun at all. So I feel like now, like that used to be gangster to me. Like, oh, you getting money, you getting da. Right. But now, like just being able to take care of your peoples and hold things down, that's gangster to me. Like that's the definition of gangster to me.
And that's what we promote on Conversation with Zoe, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A different, evolving,
Yeah.
Yeah. And that goes to the tweet. We ain't stay dirty, we elevated.
Yeah.
Right? That's a good segue right there.
Yeah, because coming in, I had many like points, and then I was like heavy on my gangbanging era.
Right.
And that shit was like, it was cool. And people be like, oh, why? And I'm like, listen, I was younger, whatever. That shit hindered a lot of things for me in the industry.
Right.
Even though y'all see a lot of people doing the gang stuff, especially with the girls, like people see like other girls doing gang stuff and they like, oh, well, why this one? But it's like, it's everything not for everybody, you know? And then that shit hindered a lot.
Right. And
I would tell any other girls coming up, save it for when you get on. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. But wait till you get on, because for people like in the industry, the industry is not the streets.
Right.
So you can intimidate a lot of people coming with that street shit when they coming to do business. It's like, I'm coming to work. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do this. But if you come with the aggression, like, yeah, this is what I do, it could turn a lot of people off. And I wasn't even doing none of that. I'll pull up with one person and people would think I'm coming with my whole neighborhood. Right. So they'd be like, and I'm like, what you scared? Like, what's going on? But it's just they heard SHAKA Don. They seen the Gumo video. They seen, it's like certain little stuff like that. So it just, it's crazy. But yeah, no, I mean, that's still who I am. You know,
Right.
it's still who I am. It's still it's still what I promote. But at the same time, it's just elevating. Got to do it on another level. We can't be doing the same things forever, Chad. We got to move on.
I already know my son gonna treat my house how Kai Cenat treat the AMP house when he get older.
I know it.
Right.
I know it. I feel it. This boy, as I'm cleaning, he's knocking. It's just like I don't understand. I don't know. But they say that that's what kids do. So I be observing other people's kids. I'm like, damn, their kids is really.
Yeah, that's how they move.
I was always the baby growing up, so I didn't really grow up with other kids. Like everybody was older than me, so I didn't really peep how kids move. I'm just doing what I'm doing, or and I'm a little bit more mature because I always was around older people.
Right.
My son now, my little cousins and stuff, I be like, yo, why y'all crazy like this? Like, what's going like, what is going on through y'all brain? But yeah, Cosnot be tearing that house up. Fireworks, all type of stuff. I already know it. I know it.
Right.
I know. I'm just accepted from now.
Right. How's motherhood?
I love it.
Right.
But motherhood with rap career song just took off. Oh my God.
Right.
Craziest thing ever. Like, craziest thing ever. I'm still transitioning every day, getting used to, because with motherhood is always something new.
Right.
You think you got it down pat. Oh yeah, I know what my son likes. He likes peanut butter jelly, chicken nuggets, da-da-da-da. And then the next day he's throwing the chicken nuggets on the floor. He don't want to eat it. Like, so if you be like, it's always something new. So it's keep you on your toes.
Right.
And then with the doing the music is like the same thing. It's new things every time. Stuff just be popping up. So I just had to learn how to manage my time and just prioritize.
Right, the good old work-life balance.
Yeah, but it gave me it gave me a sense of seriousness. Like I take things serious now. Before I was like playing around, and I feel like that kind of hindered my career a lot because I'll do something, but I'll be like, I'm just playing, like, But when you do something, you be like, nah, this is what I'm doing. What's up? What we doing? Like, you get a different result from it. So that's how I am now. Like, I'm coming for everything. Like, what's up? What we doing? What time? I'll be there with this. I do that, and I get so much more done. So much more done. The procrastination is out the window. And it's just been working. Right. It's been working.
We was teenagers having grown bitches getting jumped in to be down. Knock it off. Knock it off.
Yeah, it was a whole Twitter debate that was going on with somebody had posted, I think they posted Sexy Red and it was like, oh, why the Crip people don't be doing, and I just started going off on the long talk. But people was posting my videos like, Billy is here, da, da, da. But I'm like, it's just different. Like, in the industry, there's a lot more Bloods in the industry than there is Crip higher ups. Like there's rappers, there's Crip rappers and stuff like that. But higher ups, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of blood affiliation in the industry. Right. And for Crips, we don't really got that. So it's not much people that's gonna vouch for you and that's gonna put you in certain positions and whatever. So that's what we was talking about. Right. But when me, Marilyn, Smoker, it was a whole bunch of us. We started just doing videos and we was flagging and doing all of this. A lot of people just popped out the woodworks, gang banging, and it was just what the hell? There was some people that was already doing it, but then a lot of the fakeness started, and you getting girls just popping up. What's up? What's cracking? Da, da, da. And we like, girl, you is grown as hell. What the fuck is you trying to do right now? It just got real weird. Right. It got very weird. Right. So
it's crazy. So I talk about it from time to time, but not too much, but the reason why I went the path I went on the sidewalks because my two older brothers was in the streets. So my oldest brother is 10 years older than me, and he's Crip. And then my second older brother, he's about 6 or 7 years older than me, and he's Blood.
Yo, that always happens.
Right, it happens. Right, so I kind of remember. So he's 16, I'm 6. So I'm coming up right behind him, and I was just like, yeah, that ain't it. Right? Nah, I don't feel comfortable with that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I like school. I like baseball. So I'm going to just stay on the sidewalks. You know what I mean? But I was in the South Bronx. So the sidewalks were still
the streets. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you still got to know how to move. Be on your P's and Q's. And, you still got to go outside. Yep. You still in the park. Different things happening. You know what I'm saying? He get a hard foul. He go reach for that backpack. That means you should leave. You know what I mean? So you got to witness a shootout to know, next time that situation happens, you got to go. But that's life in the hood, you know?
Yep.
So, but you understand and you respect both sides. But I saw that and I was like, yeah, that's not.
Yeah, no, it's not for, and I be telling people, I be like, don't look at somebody's situation and be like, oh, that look cool. I want to, like, you don't know what a person did. You don't know what. And then sometimes, my grandmother used to always tell me, the best experience sometimes is no experience.
Right.
Because you don't know how you're going to deal with the trauma of what comes with that experience.
Right.
So don't just be jumping into things as you see somebody doing it. Like, you can really get your head cracked being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, you can see me doing something on one block and you try to go do another block and them niggas ain't having that. Don't do that. Follow. I hate, like, I always, even I used to tell my fans and stuff, like, do not be followers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you could be inspired by something. You could be motivated by something, but do not be a follower to the point where you just putting yourself at risk and you just doing whatever because you want to be like somebody. That is so corny. That is so corny. You got to live your life for you. You could love people, support people, and all of that, and you don't have to be them. Like, you know?
Absolutely.
So
I was watching shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game. They got an interview with Nick Cannon, and they were talking about, like, you know, ratting and snitching and stuff. And Nick Cannon said, if ain't no bitch in you, won't no bitch come out. And I was like, damn, that was hard right there, you know? And so that's what I'm saying. You see these people in these situations, right? Everything is cool. The money, everything is cool. But then, boom, Rico. And it's like, oh.
That's why I always tell people I live, like, on the realistic side of life. I know, like, you do this happens. You do this. Some people be doing things and be like, nah. And it's like, all right, be able to deal with that. When it happens. Like, my mom used to always be strict on me like that. Like, whatever you do, just know you're going to deal with that. Like, you're going to deal with it. Nobody else going to deal with it. You're going to deal with it. So I don't care. I'll let you go outside and do what you're doing. Don't come here when shit go down. Hold it down like how you was holding it down when you did it. So I'm not for that. I hate that whole snitching thing because you literally don't have to do certain things. Sometimes people get caught up in situations where they didn't know or whatever the case may be. That's totally different. But when you knew and you was with it and it was fun and you was reaping the benefits and you was getting things from it and all of that, and then now you in hot water and it's like, yo, and you looking for every excuse, that shit is just, like, so cowardly to me. You know? Just because you didn't have to do none of that. Like, you have options in life and you can make decisions and you could do whatever you want to do. So for you to follow someone and do something, or, you know, link up with somebody and do something and then you know when you're doing certain. I done did a whole bunch of shit. I knew every time I did something, I knew what came from it. I got locked up doing credit cards. I was scamming heavy at one point. When I got locked up, I ain't called nobody. I called my boyfriend, like, come bail me out. He can't bail me out. And that was it. I had to get up my money for my lawyer. My mother didn't even, nobody, my family didn't even know. They just knew when I did an interview not too long ago, like, you were scamming. I'm like, but I don't, what am I
got polo for Christmas. Where you think it came from? Huh? Nike Tech, this motherfucker.
Yeah, like, where y'all think this shit was coming from? Huh? But I'm like, I can't go back and go home. I can't do that now. You was just in the streets. My mother gonna make me feel it. So I'm not ever telling her no shit. When I fail at something, I'm gonna just eat it. Like, so I just feel like if me as a female could do that, like, niggas doing certain shit, it's just like, I be looking like,
If he stood on the sidewalks, was over, man. You know what I mean? He'd be all right. He'd be a co-host.
Could have went in the house. You could have watched out the window. You didn't even have to come to the street.
Right, man. Get MDOT to book you or something. You know what I mean? Do something, man. Help you out. You know what I mean?
That's serious.
You know, but you ever help your man fight somebody? Tell me the story. You got a story for us?
On that Twitter hashtag.
Hell yeah. You just go.
No, I have posted, I said the day that me and my baby father jumped somebody coming out of the club. This guy was drunk. We was in Florida. The guy was drunk. And we walking through the parking lot to get to the car. And he said something. It's like, it's my baby father, his friends, and me with they girlfriends or whatever. He said, the guy said something to one of the girls or one of the guys or something. And his friend stole on him, and then he started fighting, and then I jumped in. All the girls are screaming like, no. I jumped right in. Like, I'm not, what we screaming and doing all that shit for? Like, if my nigga fighting, we gotta fight. Because we gotta fight. I gotta make sure he get out of this. You don't know what a person, knobs, I'm not gonna just let you just stand there and fight the nigga and I'm just looking like.
Right.
So I said when we did that, I knew we was gonna be together forever because it's like, we was there. We got back in the car, all the girls were like, oh my God, you're so strong. You're strong. You really held it down. I'm like, girl, I'm not about to be out here screaming and hollering. The cops came, we both jumped up and hopped in the car like nothing happened. I said, oh yeah, this is it's giving Bonnie and Clyde. It's giving Bonnie and Clyde.
Absolutely.
But with a man, you gotta know that you could be protected. You're not gonna feel safe with no man if you don't feel protected. Especially in these New York streets, because it gets
any given moment
people disrespectful. It's just strictly dangerous.
Right.
So I gotta know I'm protected. I can't just be going around with anybody. Shit happening. You looking like you scary because I'm not like that. So yeah, we gotta be on point.
Right. Women that cry a lot will kill you. ... Stop playing. ...
Stop playing. You don't feel like that?
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The most emotional, because we emotional.
It's emotional, yeah.
I don't want to say we, because I'm...
Well, yeah. Certain people can be emotional.
like women are... Emotional women are dangerous.
Right.
Because if you're emotional, more than likely you're impulsive,
Right.
So you get sad, you get mad enough.
Right.
Lord knows what you're going to do.
Right.
It's scary.
I don't care about recognition. Send that check, ho. I like that one. Send that check, ho. I mean...
Listen, as long as I am paid, I'm out the way. Right. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, I'm cool. Send my check.
Right.
Send my check. Right. I don't need the employee of the month.
Right.
Poster on the wall.
No.
Make sure that the employee of the month check is in my account.
Right.
At the end, that's it. Yeah. That's it. We good. I'm cool. I know what I do. Like I'm secure with myself, so I don't need like validation and all of that stuff that people be feeling. Like I don't need all that. I know what I did. I know what I do. Now pay me, and we gonna go about it.
Right. I like that tweet a lot. You know what I'm saying you could put that in a song too.
Right?
I
should.
So this one is a 2-part tweet.
Mm-hmm.
I had a death in the family that really fucked me up mentally, but I'm feeling that brain power coming back, and it's time to get back to work on my workout shit. Right. So where were you at in that part?
I'm better now.
Right.
It's just I was working out heavy before it happened, and once it happened, I was like, I ain't going to no fucking gym. I don't even want to see nobody. I don't want nobody in my face. I want to. I was working out with a trainer. I was like, I don't have the. That is a mental thing.
Yeah.
Because you be like, I can't do this, and they be like, you can do it. I wasn't there. Like I can't do it. I just really can't do it.
Right. So
now I'm back, and I got a lot of shows. I got things to do. So it's like I just put myself back in a good mental space. So it's like, all right, you got to work out. Because when you work out, it helps you mentally, it helps you physically, it helps a lot of things.
Yeah.
So when you're not working out, all those things start to like pile up and harbor up. And I was feeling that, and I'm like, nah, I got to get back on my workout shit. And I'm happy I'm back there. I was just in the park doing some jumping jacks. We got some way to go because I was ODing when I was. Right. I was ODing. My face be getting fat as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't go to my ass. It just goes straight to my face. But yeah, I'm back, and I'm better.
Right. I really had to perform and be social and work through the whole ordeal. And couldn't say nothing about it because nobody cares, honestly, LOL. Life is bugged out.
Yeah, life is bugged out. When you become like me being an artist now and like being in demand, people do not care about...
Right.
All of that. They want Billy. They don't care about Jadera. They don't care about, that's my real name. They don't care about what she got going on.
You brought it up, not me. I was going to bring it up. I was like,
they do not care about that. They want Billy B, Debbie, whatever image they got in their head, that's what they want. When they book you for these shows, you can't come there and tell them, I don't feel good, y'all. You can't do that. You got to go. You got to smile. You got to take pictures. You got to sing. You got to dance. You got to do whatever you got to do. So this whole like... with the whole like success of Don't Play With everything, I'm like, damn, like artists, we're like actors a little bit because you got to play this, you got to be in character, but it's really you, but you're in character, and you have to do these jobs, and people just once you do that, it's like, okay, bye, and then nobody cares about what else go on. And you just got to deal with it. So it just be like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like life is really like a video game. It's like The Sims. I love The Sims.
Right. No, I mean, it's tough. You know, I went to. Well, this is from January to May. I went to like almost 2 funerals a month, and I've been on this run. Right, conversation was always the littest thing out right now. And I was on this. I was still going. I was like,
you have to.
You have to. You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
If I don't strike while I'm hot, then what? I don't know when it's gonna happen.
And it's always so funny. God be playing around.
Right, he do.
God be playing around because he be like, you be thinking like, oh, the world is over, and then you have all these stuff, and then you get through it, and you be like, damn, like that's crazy. Through all this aversion, I'm still moving, still pushing, and sometimes you do your best work in those situations. Yeah. So you just gotta keep going. Like life goes on. Life goes on. It doesn't matter what happened. Life goes on. You still gotta pay them bills. Right. You still gotta eat, or you're gonna. It's like you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it going. Keep it going.
No, it's definitely a beautiful thing, and you get to see when somebody tell me they're going through stuff. I just say to them like, I can't wait to see what's on the other side of this for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I know that's kind of like unforeseeable sometimes, but I'm telling you, there's some. On the other, the storm
of course,
come.
It's always a what is it? The storm before the sun.
Yeah, the calm before the storm.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah,
the storm before the sun.
Yeah.
The calm before the storm. It's always like that. It's something always good as long as you keep pushing.
Right, as long as you keep pushing. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're almost at the end of this, but what would be your message to your younger self?
Honestly. I wouldn't even tell my younger self nothing.
Right.
I feel like she was having her fun. Like I feel like I wouldn't want to change nothing.
Right.
So it's like, what do I tell you? Because you did. I'm proud of you. Right. I'm proud of you. You did good. I don't know. I wouldn't change nothing. So I wouldn't really like tell my younger self nothing. I took a lot of risk and it was fun.
Right.
It was all fun.
Right.
Damn, that made me sad.
Right. No, yeah, I seen that. I was like, little thug tear. You know what I'm saying? We're here. This is a brilliant moment, though, you know?
Nah, I just thought about it like, I wouldn't change nothing. Like, I had fun.
Right.
I had mad fun, and I'm here now, so I'm just appreciative.
Right. Well, that's a beautiful moment.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Nah. I'm a Taurus. I'm sorry. We sensitive gangster.
I mean, it's something about, the energy and creating a great conversation and letting people speak. And
that just made me think. And I'm like, what would I tell myself? Because I was about to be like, slow down. But then it's like, why? Like,
yeah.
Even though I was wilding, I always had like, I was always responsible.
Right.
So I'll be doing stuff. And I'll be like, I'll get almost to the tip where like, bitch, you could have ended, but something in me always knew to just bring it back a little bit. Right. So, and I still go about that now. Like I could go, I go crazy. I be doing crazy stuff, but I know when to stop.
Right.
Like, so I just love that about myself and I'm just proud of that.
Right. What would be your message to the young female rappers?
Oh, gosh. Stand your ground. Have respect for yourself.
Right.
Because however you come into the game and you put yourself there is however they going to play with, however they going to take it and how they going to move with you. So you definitely just got to stay focused, keep grinding, just don't give up. Don't give up because this shit, the industry is crazy. But when you get that one, child, that be that. It be late. Or whatever goal you reach, once you reach it, it's like, oh, shit. Like, I ain't know I could do that.
Right.
So, that's what I always say. Definitely just stay your ground and keep that respect level on 10.
Right.
Because the minute you bend, they gonna bend that ass over. They gonna bend. The minute you show like, I'll take a little bit, they gonna put that tip in, and you gonna be like,
So that like kind of translate into like the whole Earth Gotti Ashanti thing. You know what I mean? Like, Cause that
People be
guy,
telling me I look like Ashanti. Hey, girl.
I see that. I see that.
No, I mean, it's a very, people don't understand that in the industry, when you work closely with people, sometimes y'all build these bonds, y'all build relationships, y'all work so closely together, y'all creating, you creating with people, and it be feeling like magic sometimes.
Right.
And things could happen. Like,
Right.
Things could happen. You could be like, and for R&B singers,
Right. There was a lot of love in that room. A lot of Moet, Moscato, and
think about it. Like creating certain songs, they crying, they pouring their heart out, they pouring their feelings out. They like, cause you got to get in that bag so people could feel it with R&B. And certain things be happening. You be thinking like, I thought this was. So I don't really know the situation. I hate going off of one-sided kind of things. But yeah, shout out to Ashanti. She got back with Nelly and said,
we got to see that Ashanti Billy B record. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Step on that.
What?
You know what I mean?
I love me some
All
Ashanti.
White Wraith, you know what I mean?
With the rain coming down the window.
Rain on Me remix.
Smashing.
All that, you know what I'm saying?
That was one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Rain on Me? Oh my gosh. I used to go OD with that. That was one of my big ones right there.
Yeah. So who you want to shout out? Where can we find you? What can we see? You know what I'm
everything. All my social medias is at THC Billy Blue. I'm sorry. At THC Billy B.
Yep.
Billy with a Y, not the I.
Right.
Everything. And my TikTok is THC Billy Blue. So that's where you can find me at, child. Or if you could just Google me, Billy B, it's going to come up in the Googles.
Right. And what could we expect from you next?
Countdown is out right now.
Yes.
I'm dropping another single within like the next 2 weeks with a video. So just prepare. You're going to see. Right. I ain't even going to tell y'all because y'all going to see.
No, we locked in from today and forth.
Yes.
We locked in. We
it
tapped
was
in.
dope speaking with you. I appreciate it again.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I definitely want to shout out my guy Billboard Benny. You know what I'm saying? He told me to, ask if we could get a feature. You know what I'm saying? So I did that for you, Benny. Shout out to CGs.
I'm going to check it out, Benny. Let me hear what you... Let me hear it.
We're going to do that. We're going to do that.
Hear it. I love collaborating.
Absolutely. So Natural Born Brand, all my family over there. Brooklyn, we did it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Brooklyn, we
Take care. We out. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Peace and love, world. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, support the channel, show your love. You know what I'm saying? We having great conversation week in and week out. You never know who's coming. You never know what we're going to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about peace and love. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment.